Good day, everyone, and welcome. I am Marites Dibolpa, a second-year student from BS Ed Mathematics. So today, we will tackle about the chain rule in Calculus 1 Analytic Geometry. This is a crucial concept for differentiating composite function, a function within a function. At the end of these lessons, you'll be able to define composite functions and identify the inner and outer functions of a composite functions. Apply the chain rule to find derivatives of composite functions. Demonstrate accuracy in solving problems involving the chain rule. So let's explore. What is chain rule? The chain rule is a technique for differentiating composite functions. So what are composite functions? So let's start from the basics. So composite functions are made up of layers of a function inside of a function. Think of it like a layer you work from outside out. For example, we have here, if we have f of x is equal to x cubed, then we have g of x is equal to x squared plus 1. So our composite function f of if f of g of x, then x to the quantity of x squared plus 1 cubed. So our g of x, which is the inner function, x squared plus 1, and then outer function is the f of x. Here, the exponent 1. So, um, so given this function, y is equal to f of g of x. If here is our outside function or outer function and g of x is our inside function. So this means that the derivative of the outside function with respect to the inner function is multiplied by the derivative of the inside function or inner function with respect to x. In other words, the derivative when using the chain rule is the derivative of the outside leaving the inside unchanged times the derivative of the inside function. So here is the prime notation. So prime of x is equal to f prime of g of x times g prime of x. So f prime, the derivative of outside function, then g of x inside function leave alone. So keep the inside function the same. Then multiply it by the inside function, the derivative of inside function. The chain rule can be written also either the prime notation f prime of x is equal to f prime of g of x times g prime of x. It can also be written in Leibniz notation, which is if y is equal to f of u and u is equal to g of x are both differentiable functions, then derivative of y with respect to x is equal to the derivative of y with respect to u multiplied by the derivative of u with respect to x. So let's work through example. We have example 1. Let's say we have this function f of x is equal to the quantity of 3x squared minus 2x plus 4 squared. Find the f prime of x using the chain rule. So in this given function, we have the outer function which is the exponent 2 and then the inner function which is 3x squared minus 2x plus 4. So here's the solution. We can rewrite y is equal to f of x is equal to the quantity of 3x squared minus 2x plus 4 squared as y is equal to f of u is equal to u squared, where u here is the inner function, which is 3x squared 3x squared minus 2x plus 4, a differentiable function of x. By applying the chain rule, we have first we have f of x is equal to y prime is equal to the derivative of y with respect to u times the derivative of u with respect to x. So the derivative of y with respect to u, we have 2u. Here in this function, we have bring down the 2 and then let this inner function u, then multiplied by the derivative of u with respect to x, which is this inner function. We get 6x minus 2, and then multiply this together, simplify the expression u, substitute the expression u and simplify, and then after multiply this together, and that gives us 36x cubed minus 36x squared plus 56x minus 16. Now let's try a slightly more challenging example involving trigonometric functions. Let's differentiate y is equal to sine 2x. So find y prime using the chain rule. So here, our inner function is the u, which is the 2x. We rewrite y is equal to sine 2x as y is equal to f of u, where f of u is equal to sine u and u is equal to 2x. So by following the chain rule, we find y prime is equal to the derivative of y with respect to u is equal to cosine u. The derivative of sine 2x is cosine u. We let this inner function u. We let this inner function as u. Then multiplied by the derivative of u with respect to x, which is 2x. The derivative of 2x is equal to 2. Then multiply together and then simplify or substitute the expression u. Then that gives us 2 cosine 2x. So let's have the second example. What is the derivative of y is equal to the quantity of 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 to the fifth power? So a special case of the chain rule is the generalized power rule, which is particularly useful when dealing with power function of a function. So the formula of this generalized power rule is taking the derivative with respect to x times f of x to the power of n is equal to n times f of x to the power of n minus 1 times f prime of x. This is what we call the general power rule formula. So given this function, so we have this dy over derivative of y over with respect to x is equal to the derivative of y with respect to u times the derivative of u with respect to x. So it's equal to n, which is the exponent, u is the inner function, and then the exponent, subtract it to 1 times f prime of x is equal to n times f prime of x times n minus 1 times f prime of x. So let's have this solution. So let's have the solution of the given function, the quantity of 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 to the power of 5. So using the generalized power rule, we have taken the derivative with respect to x, and this can be also written as d over dx, then times the quantity of 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 to the power of 5. So bring down the exponent, which is 5, then multiplied to the inner function, multiplied to this function 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. Then Then subtract the exponent to 1. Then multiplied by taking the derivative with respect to x, 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. Then let's simplify. 5 times the quantity of 3x squared. Wait. 5, 5 times the quantity of 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 to the power of 4. 4, it becomes 4 because 5 minus 1. Then multiplied by the derivative of the inner function, 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 is equal to 6x plus 4. And multiply together, 5 multiplied by the 6x plus 4, and that gives us 30x plus 20. 5 times 6x equals 30x, 5 times 4 equals 20. Then, and that gives us the quantity of 3x squared plus 4x minus 4 to the power of 4 times 30x plus 20. That's how we generalize power rule of power function of a function. Next, we have the second example. Find the derivative when y is equal to the quantity of sine 3x to the squared. The derivative is equal to 2 times, bring down 2, the exponent, then multiplied by sine 3x, then 2 become 2 minus 1 times d over dx times the quantity of sine 3x. Then let's simplify. 2 sine 3x, mahimo na lang siyang 1. So, na 1 diri. Times, what is the derivative of sine 3x? We have cosine 3x times the derivative of 3x is equal to 3. So, 2 times sine 3x multiplied by cosine 3x times 3. And that gives us 6 sine 3x times cosine 3x. Now it's your turn. So let's practice by applying chain rule with these two problems. We've covered a lot today. Remember, chain rule is the powerful tool for differentiating composite functions. Please remember, when a function is inside another function, use the chain rule to find the derivative. First, differentiate the outside function, leaving inside function alone. And last, differentiate the inside function. That's conclude our lesson on the chain rule for today. Thank you and God bless.